Welcome back to Go With Us, and this is everything you really need to know this week in Pokemon Go from the 1st of September all the way until the 8th. Before we begin, it's worth mentioning to cover the first event, which is running all the way until the 14th of October, which is going to be the end of level 50 and the beginning of level 80. This is going to be called the XP Celebration event, where we have more opportunities to capitalize on XP in the meantime. Up until then, it's going to be 2 times catch XP for nice, great, and excellent throws. We're going to get an additional 3000 XP for winning max battles, as well as an additional 3000 XP from winning regular raids. It's important to mention as well as that these bonuses are going to stack with future events like a Calm Day. So 3 times catch Calm Day, for example, is now going to become a 6 times catch Calm Day, which is going to be absolutely broken. There is also going to be a free timed research up until that time where we can get awarded around 7 million XP. And if you didn't already know, the level 50 jacket will be vaulted on October the 15th. So you really want to push hard to get to level 50 if you are close. Then let's get back to our calendar now. On Monday the 1st, don't forget about the Max Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. local time, which is going to be D-Max Pidove, which of course can go into Dynamax Unpheasant. This Pokemon is actually pretty useful, especially as a flying type attacker, because the only other better flying type attacker as a D-Max right now is going to be Moltres. As we know, Moltres, it's very difficult to get the candy and XL candy for, especially at level 40. So this is a really good budget option for you to have a flying attacker in your bag. And more than that, it's not the best defender, but it's a pretty good healer as well in certain niche scenarios. If you look at its base stats right now, that attack stat is pretty high, which is why it's a pretty good flying type attacker. Then back to our calendar, Tuesday is stacked. On the 2nd at 10 a.m, Palkia will be returning to raid from the 2nd all the way until the 16th, and there is a reason for this. We're going to touch on why in a little bit. And the other thing that's starting at 10 a.m is going to be the Kanto Celebration event, which is pretty much going to bring back the Kanto starters. The bonuses there are going to be 1 guaranteed XL candy for evolving Pokemon. The Mega Evolution duration is going to be ×3, so every Mega Evolution lasts for about 8 hours. This means that it's going to be a 24-hour Mega Evolution if I have that correctly. It's going to be 2 times XP for spinning stops. We can evolve Ivysaur into Venusaur to get Frenzy Plant. We can also evolve Charmeleon into Charizard to get Blast Burn, as well as Wartortle into Blastoise to get Hydro Cannon. Some wild encounters will be Aber, Chansey, and Snorlax, and this is quite important as well. There's going to be a free timed research available where we can get Farfetch'd on the 2nd, Kangaskhan on the 3rd, Mr. Mime on the 4th, and Tauros on the 5th. It's just incredibly important because a lot of these Pokemon are regional Pokemon that you would not be able to get, and some of you might not have it registered in your decks. Very important. And there will be a paid timed research for a total cost of $5 where we can get encounters with all the Dynamax Kanto birds, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. The Mega Kanto starters will be in Mega Raids all the way until the 9th. Mega Venusaur is currently the 3rd best grass type attacker in the game and the 16th best poison type attacker in the game. Really good Pokemon to go after. Mega Charizard X is currently the 4th best fire type attacker in the game. Mega Charizard Y is probably a little bit more desirable. It's currently the 2nd best fire type attacker in the game, which is important, and currently the 16th best flying type attacker in the game, which is incredibly impressive. And last but not least, we have Mega Blastoise during this Kanto celebration, and it's currently the 4th best water type attacker in the game. Very good opportunity to try and get hundos of these Pokemon, but more importantly to get the Mega Energy so you can get these Pokemon at level 3. We said Tuesday was stacked, and it doesn't end there, because also on Tuesday, if we look at our calendar again, it's going to be a spotlight hour for Pidgey. As we know, Pidgey eventually goes into Pidgeot and eventually Mega Pidgeot. Mega Pidgeot right now is in the top 10 flying type attackers in the game, an incredibly good Pokemon to go after. It does need that legacy move Gust, but more importantly, Pidgeot in the Great League and Ultra League, also in certain rotations, can be extremely powerful to use. But there's 2 other things we need to mention here as well. The bonus attached to this event is going to be 2 times evolution XP. We want you guys to focus on the famous 6, which is going to be Wurmple, Weedle, Caterpie, Pidgey, Pidove, and Wishmer. The reason why these Pokemon are important is that they only need 12 candy to evolve, which means it's a lot easier to blow through evolutions to take advantage of this bonus. Throw in a lucky egg and you're going to get 4,000 XP per evolution. If you blow through this in a whole hour, you can get about 150 done. That means you're going to get around 700,000 XP in 1 hour, guys. Do not sleep on that. However, if you do not want to do that and you want to try and go after the hundo as well as the candy, bear in mind a quick change that they've made is that Pidgey will have a potential drop rate of dropping Mega Pidgeot Energy, which I think is an incredible change that they've made. Definitely play that spotlight hour. Back to our calendar, on Wednesday the 3rd, a little bit more of a quiet day, but don't forget the raid hour, which is gonna bring back Origin Palkia. Origin Palkia is an incredibly good Pokemon to use in this game right now. It's currently the 3rd best Pokemon to use in the Master League with its XL Candy, but as a Dragon type attacker in the game, it's currently in the 9th spot, breaking into the top 10, a very good Pokemon to go after, and more importantly, it will have the opportunity to get Spatial Rend. And we're gonna go back to why we mentioned Palkia being in raids from the 2nd all the way till the 16th is important, is because it is giving us another chance to try and accumulate that candy as well as XL candy for Palkia, because both Palkias share the same candy. While we're here, we might as well talk about the regular Palkia as well, as a dragon type attacker is currently in the 22nd spot, and as a water type attacker, the regular Palkia is currently sitting in the 37th spot, so the origin form is definitely better. Also, the regular Palkia in PvP is actually ranked 11th, so a very good Pokemon again to use in PvP. Obviously, for the rest of that week, the Kanto celebration will be live, but on Sunday the 7th, we finally get the debut of Mega Sharpedo in its own Mega Sharpedo raid day. The bonuses very quickly there is that the remote raid limit is going to be increased to 20. Trainers can receive up to 5 additional free raid passes, or a potential of 6 if you didn't do a raid the day before. And of course, we can get an increased chance of encountering shiny Sharpedo coming from these mega raids, and I believe that the shiny rate will be 1 in 20. Some people do say these raid days are 1 in 10, but I definitely don't think it is. I think it's more towards 1 in 20. As a dark type attacker, it's currently only in the 26th spot, which I thought was a little bit disappointing. I thought the DPS on this Pokemon would be a lot higher. However, I think it's the TDO that's really bringing this thing down, because unfortunately it's a very glassy Pokemon, very much a glass cannon. In the water type category, it does a little bit better because it's ranked in the 23rd spot. It does know Waterfall and Hydro Pump, which is going to be its only water charge move. So overall, a pretty solid mega, but definitely not the best. If you guys happen to be watching this before Sunday, remember we've just done a breakdown of Mega Gyarados raid day. Please watch it. In our left, we're going to leave it as the end screen because it's very important to play, and you'll see why in that video. Appreciate you guys being here. This is everything you really need to know this week in Pokemon Go. Make sure to check out Mega Gyarados. Please make sure to smash that like and subscribe button. You guys are really enjoying these videos, and to be honest, they're going to grow by the week, and we're going to stay consistent with it. Love you guys. Go with us. You know what's next.